In a career spanning 37 years and over 50 features, there are few instances when Aamir Khan has been outshined in a film. His acting prowess, enduring stardom, and usually impeccable creative instincts have held him in good stead. But in Sitaare Zameen Par, the actor and producer becomes a second lead to a group of spunky, neurodivergent, mostly debutante actors who steal every scene they are in. Ashish Pense as Sunil, Arush Datta as Satbir, Ayush Bhansali as Lotus, Rishi Shahani as Sharmaji, Gopi Krishnan K. Verma as Guddu, Rishabh Jain as Raju, Vedant Sharma as Bantu, Samvid Desai as Kareem, Naman Mishra as Hargovind, and Simran Mangeshkar as Golu, a player whose preferred strategy in competitive situations is kicking her opponent between the legs, are all pitch perfect. Casting directors Tess Joseph and Anmol Ahuja have done a superb job. Each individual is distinctive. This is a group of smart, resilient, and cheerfully irreverent people who definitely don't want your pity. One of my favorite moments in the film is an exchange between two of them about a girlfriend who happens to be a sex worker. As the film's tagline says, Sabka apna apna normal hai. Sitaare Zameen Par is a faithful remake of the 2018 Spanish movie Champions. Director R.S. Prasanna and writer Divyanidhi Sharma replay the beats and lines almost exactly. Though there is a sequence in the second half in which Gulshan, played by Aamir Khan, is trying to process a situation with his mother Preeto. The situation is in the original, but this particular scene isn't. And what Prasanna and Divya have added is so sparkling that I wish they had recreated this film with more abandon. This is the story of a prickly, unlikable basketball coach who, after a DUI, is ordered by a judge to train neurodivergent adults. Instead of jail, he has to do community service. Gulshan's life is already a mess. He has separated from his wife and is living with Preeto, played with the right touch of affection and exasperation by Dolly Ahluwalia Tiwari. Gulshan has also lost his job. He's an insensitive, rude man who in the beginning refers to his players as pagals because he says, "Ye kya baat hui? Pagal ko pagal mat bolo." Gulshan is the exact opposite of Ram Shankar Nikumb, the compassionate, caring teacher Aamir played in Taare Zameen Par in 2007. If Gulshan and Nikumb met, they could barely make conversation. But slowly Gulshan changes. As one of the players says about him, "Hum usko coaching de rahe hain." At the end of the film, Gulshan comes to understand that he was never the teacher and that the people he considered inferior were in fact always ahead of him. Prasanna, whose last film was Shubh Mangal Savdhan about erectile dysfunction, has a talent for adding lightness and wit to complicated situations. There is also an inherent generosity in his worldview. It's inclusive and positive and humane. Sitaare Zameen Par is soaked in sweetness and life lessons. This is a film insistent on making us into better people. We are asked to reconsider definitions of normal and also of success. Winning in life is about so much more than a competition. Like Rocky Randhawa in Rocky Aur Rani Ki Prem Kahani, Gulshan also comes to understand that the things we learned in childhood or the things we imbibed from our environment aren't necessarily right. This moral high ground gets exhausting. One character, Kartar Paji's role is mostly explaining, expounding, underlining the message. Ram Sampat's background score does more of this constant underlining. It's almost as if Prasanna didn't trust that we would get the messaging, so he keeps hammering it in again and again for over 2.5 hours. Keeping with the tonality, Aamir pitches his performance a few notches higher than Javier Gutierrez, the lead in the Spanish original. Aamir's arched eyebrows, his perpetual frown, his exasperated hand gestures are more obvious, but he does make it work. Janelia Deshmukh's character Sunita doesn't have much flesh on it, but she does get one scene in which she shines. And Shankar Ehsaan Loy's effervescent title track adds buoyancy to the narrative. Be warned that Sitaare Zameen Par isn't a patch on Taare Zameen Par. That film shattered your soul with finesse, with delicacy, and then magically enabled you to heal again. This one, a spiritual sequel, doesn't have the artistry of that. It's too on the nose and too front-loaded with sentimentality. But Sitaare Zameen Par will put a smile on your face and perhaps even nudge you to suspend judgment the next time you encounter someone who doesn't fit your definition of normal. The THR India bottom line is prepare for an overdose of sweetness and gyan and go watch Sitaare Zameen Par. For more reviews like this, do subscribe to the Hollywood Reporter India.